unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
Morning, everybody.
Utah Mammoth, not Mammoths. It's not the Seattle Seahawk or the LA Ram. So, yeah, it's annoying. Utah Mammoth? No, it's Mammoths.
Now, if I had seen a mammoth in person, not so sure I'd think it was very cute, to be honest. Probably slightly terrifying because of its large scale. The woolly mammoth was so huge that they're collectively one mammoth. They're not a bunch of mammoths.
Amber Indian. Weeknights at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
KRNT Des Moines. He is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN. Des Moines sports leader. A Des Moines Media Group station. The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
All right. Good morning. A little froggy this morning, but we'll get through it. Welcome to the Outdoor Call Radio Show with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone is having a great Saturday all across the good old USA. The show is brought to you in part by our good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. That's a great place to go put your boat, your camper, your trailer, whatever you need. 24/7 access, security cameras, discounts for multiple spots. Just call Tracy, Dick, or Danielle at 515-822-1362. Make an appointment and you can pick your spot. Good morning, Donut. How you doing? Pete the Donut Ariotti's on the line. He's saying hi. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Fourth season blues, buddy. I'm getting a lot of emails. I've got a good turkey story for you myself. And if you're out there still, good morning, Dave. Fishing Dave, good morning. If you're out there, just be patient. Every farm's going to be a little bit different, but I've had some people telling me the birds are just not talking. And that's hard. I mean, that's like hunting a ghost. When the turkeys aren't talking, good morning, Ellen. How you doing, kiddo? If the turkeys aren't talking, it's like hunting a ghost. They're just so hard to do it, but you got to just be patient. Andrew's over there manning the phones. If you want to call in and say hi, 515-244-1350. Morning, Tony. Good morning, Aaron. Congrats. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, went out and I had to go put my blind out. So I got out Monday because I had to go to St. Louis and see Mom. And I got out Monday and I get down there and I hear some hens talking. And then I hear, oh, and I'm going, well, that makes me feel good. That means the turkeys are still down there. So got my ground blind set up, my tripod, and put my little fourth arrow hook clamp up there for my POV camera, and got everything set up and got out there Tuesday morning, bright and early, and it was just great weather. So I'll get to that in a minute, but just be patient. It'll happen for you. We still got a little bit of season left, and you just you gotta every day it's gonna get them hens are nesting, so just them toms are gonna be looking. Andrew's manning the phones, 515-244-1350. If you want to call in and say, hey, we got Cubs tickets to give away today. We have Cubs. We got two pairs of tickets to give away. And then, because no show next week, I will be out and about. In Pennsylvania. So there you go. All right, 8 o'clock, we got the cast of the Accessible Hunter show on. This is going to be a good part of the show. If you want to talk about a couple guys that are overcoming and adapting to continue their love and passion for the outdoors, you're going to want to listen at 8 o'clock. I need to thank Smokin' Joe Smeltzer. I'll do that at the appropriate time. And let's say hi to Rick. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Jeff in New York. Good morning, Rick Seeker. Scotty Mueller in Oklahoma. Good morning. Ellen, good morning again. Hopefully you enjoyed some good time at St. Louis Foods. I did get a really good meal in St. Louis, Ellen. Thank you for asking. Rick says, still gobbling behind my place. Freddie, Good morning in Pennsylvania, Freddie. I'm heading your way, buddy. So I get out Tuesday morning. The only thing I don't like about this time of year is you got to get it. I have an hour drive to where I hunt, so that means I'm up at 3:30, and I just merely made it to where I was going. The time I got my gear out, transferred to the Polaris, and got everything over there. Got in a blind, it was already starting to crack light, which I don't like. I want it to be dark when I get in a blind, but it worked out. And so 5:17, 5:18, it's getting pretty light. And I got turkeys talking to the left of me, turkeys talking to the right of me. Here I am. There you go. Thank you, Andrew. They were to the north of me. And again, you do not have to do what I do to be successful in the turkey woods. Okay. This is what just works for me. And I'm a firm believer, less is more. Philip and Stevie and Larry and all them guys, they're way better callers than I am. Those guys could win turkey calling contests. I'll never win a turkey calling contest. I just won't. But you don't have to be a successful turkey hunter. That's the beautiful thing of it. Some of the worst calls I've ever heard in my life were real turkeys. So, yeah, I've heard some doozies, man. I've heard some, it's like, that's got to be a hunter. And then about 15 minutes later, here comes a hen walking into the field. It just, to me, that's one of the best things you could ever hear in your life because, you don't have to worry about getting out there and making a mistake. Just what really helped me to be a better turkey hunter was learning how to read that bird's temperature, the time that's talking to me. And once I can see him, I get my optics up, I get my vortex optics up, and I'm watching that snood. I'm looking at the head color and I'm looking at the snood to see what their mood is like. The snood will tell you the mood. I'm just telling you. But I had Tom's working. I heard him on the tree. I just started doing a real couple soft tree yelps. Ow, 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 ow. They gobble back at me. Roger in New York. Good morning, Roger Wild. Hey, hey there, pal. How you doing there, Roger boy? And I heard them do the old fly down cackle. And then they hit the ground and I let them know I was there. I yelped, did a couple real loud yelps, and then I shut up. Because they knew I was there and I knew they had some of those toms have hens with them. So I just sat there and every 15, 20 minutes I call. Right about 6:15, I got a couple toms. I got a couple toms in front of me to the east and a couple behind me super fired up. Every time I call, they cut me off, and I love that. I mean, it's just awesome. 6:35, around 6:35, I yelp, they gobble, and about a minute later I hear boom. And it's like, well, either hopefully they missed or there goes one of my turkeys. And I don't know where the guy was, but he wasn't on my lease, I don't think. But anyway, somebody got a shot. So I just sat there and I waited about 20 minutes. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Philip bagged a nice double bearded grandson still hunting for his. Go get him, Roger. I waited about 20 minutes and then I started calling again and I got the two to the east of me to fire up back and start talking to me. And I'm going to tell you something. I can probably count on one hand how many times this has happened to me. But I got these birds so fired up. I'm sitting 45 yards next to a river, okay, which separates my lease. I got property on both sides that are leased for what we do. And I got these birds to fly across the river. I hear and I see them pitch right into my field. It's like, oh, they're fired up. They land right, Andrew. They land about 85 yards in front of me in the tilled field, and they're looking down at me. They're just down there staring. All I can think of was the Clint Eastwood music. Wah, wah, wah. So I get my Rupert's Roost and Peace slate call out, and I just do cluck, 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 cluck. And that's all it took. They fired up, gobbled, and here they come a running. So I get all excited. I grab my gearhead bow. I get the camera. Make sure my peaking is on my decoy. That means it's showing red. so it's supposed to be in focus. I make sure I hit record. I reach up, I hit my POV camera, got everything turned on. My heart's just pounding. Good morning, Christopher. Sitting in the blind this morning. Christopher, good luck this morning, buddy. I hope you get him. And man, they're just coming. So I'm getting them coming across the field. They're there. Next thing I know, they're in the decoys. Spitting and drubbing, rubbing up on my decoy. And so I tried to milk the footage, and then the one jumps on my decoy and almost knocks him over. And I said, okay. So I drew back and whack. I hit him right where I was aiming. And that Tom starts wobbling a little bit. And then I'm going, well, he's good. And then that other Tom turns around and starts walking away. That other Tom starts following me. I'm going, oh, that ain't good. So I grab another arrow real quick, and I shoot him again right at the wing joint. And I took his wings out. And that bird still made it to the river. There's the riverbank. There's like knee or bit higher grass. He went in right there, so I figured, well, he's going to die right there. So I go ahead and I finish up my what I need to do in the blind for the show. And I about 35, 40 minutes. I get out there. That other Tom's just kind of standing there, and I'm going, well, that's his nestmate. I guess he's right there. Well, I get out there, and that other Tom takes off, and I can't find the bird. I'm going, oh, you got to be kidding me. So I call my buddy up the road, and because if you've listened to the show, you know that I have a hard time seeing blood because I'm partially colorblind. Green and red and me don't get along. So my buddy comes and up the road comes in. He gets on the blood trail like right there. That bird made it like 70, 75 yards to the north from there, and we got him right there. But that was one tough Tom, man. But that's 99. I'm gonna live it like it's what's that song? Living like it's 1999. Yeah. So I'm heading to PA, and I'm hoping I can get number 100 with the Rupert with the beard. So we'll see what happens. That was, if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to the show. That, not bragging, that's a goal I made for myself 30-something years ago when I first started bow hunting. I wanted to be able to say before I was done bow hunting that I took 100 toms with my bow, and I need one more to do it. So I've been a very blessed this season. I've shot 3 already, and just hang out there. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm just telling you, it'll happen for you. Bobby Wright, good morning. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate that. So I'm tagged out in Iowa and heading to PA, the land of the donuts.
The land of the donuts.
The donuts and the beard. The root.
Oh my God.
The root. The root's on fire. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, turkey camp, man. Turkey camp. And then I've got a complaint. Can I start the complaint department?
Sure.
I've got a complaint. 712 and some change. Oh, Howard Bender, my buddy Howard Bender from Fantasy Alarm. Howard told me about this charity fantasy football best ball deal. So I said, sure, I'll do it with you for charity. You know, it wasn't a lot of money, and you know, I always like helping out if I can. And you know how much I love fantasy football. So Howard, it's the Howard Bender Enforcer League is what it is. It's a best ball. So if you lose, you're out. There's 20 teams. Boy, picking with 20 teams stinks. I'm just telling you right now. That's not no fun.
Oh, yeah.
Not no fun.
No
fun at all. Well, anyway, he knows that Justin Jefferson is my baby. He knows that I love JJ.
Oh yeah.
Or Andrew can attest to that.
Can't get enough of him.
Yeah, I just love JJ. I think he's one of the best receivers, and he's just a good role model. And thank you, Fishing Dave. Morning, everybody. Morning, Murph. Congrats, Dan. Thank you. I've been hunting since 2001 for a spring gobbler with no luck. 99 is a great accomplishment. Well, Chuck, I appreciate that. You hang in there, buddy. It'll happen for you. Just be patient. So anyway, the Bender gets to pick first overall, right? And I don't know how he did it, but guess what? First pick, Justin Jefferson. Just to spite me. the bender. And then he comes back and gets J.J. McCarty, my Vikings quarterback. I'm a little upset.
You know,
I'm picking 14, by the way. I wouldn't have got either one of them. So
I don't. Man, I want to see JJ McCarty. I want to see him do well, but I just don't have a ton of faith in him this year.
well, we'll see. I think he's going to do good.
He's going to be serviceable.
If what's his name? What was his name? Sam
Darnold.
If Sam Darnold did that good, JJ McCarty would be fine. Darnold,
I hope so.
McCarty can run.
Yeah, he can.
So, and he's got all the weapons in the world there. So, and they fixed the offensive line. You know, don't get mad at me out there if you're a Vikings fan. I love my favorite two teams are the Chiefs and the Vikings. Okay, and it it's hard to be a Vikings fan because it's the hope that kills you.
Yeah, I mean, every year it springs new, and they always have. Honestly, they do this every so often. They have a really good year like they did, and then it's like, the next year.
Well,
Really
and they just don't make it deep in the playoffs.
No, I mean they lose to. It's inexcusable losing to the Giants the way they did the last couple of years, but
yeah,
you know, hey, it's okay as a Packer fan. I am truly okay with that.
Yeah, you know, the who?
Titletown.
Yeah. Titletown.
Oh, I don't know. You ever heard of the Lombardi Trophy?
Oh, you mean the Chiefs?
You know, the stuff that the Vikings will never host.
Who's got more Super Bowl than the Chiefs? The Patriots.
Uh-huh.
I think what's the Patriots got 7, so they should be really called Titletown. They probably got more than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the Steelers have 6.
Well, there you go. But Steelers, I'm sorry, if you're a Steelers fan, you're going to be in bad shape for a couple of years. I can just tell you that right.
Yeah. Hopefully they can turn it around, but you know they're pretty stuck in their ways.
All right, so we got a new partner on the show called Modern Spartan Systems. So if you're an angler, Fishing Dave, they make some stuff called Posy, like Poseidon, Posy oil, Posy slick. Anyway, it lubricates your reels and improves your casting on all your reels, and it works pretty neat. If you're a knife nut like I am, even having Weeby knives, you can take your Weeby knife, even though it's a replacement blade knife, and you can take that and hit that on your work sharpener, and you can put a little blade oil on there when you're hitting that sharpstone, and you can get more extended life out of that replaceable blade, so you don't have to buy a little bit more. If you are a gearhead, and not a gearhead bow, but if you anything with a motor, he's got some stuff. TVT motor. It's an additive. It's a lubricant additive that engineers are coming up with. It's producing 5 to 15% more miles per gallon in your engines, and this stuff's totally green. It's safe to use. We're going to start giving some of this stuff away here in a few weeks. I want to welcome Marcus and everybody to the show. But if you're a gun nut, they've got some of the best. They've got carbon destroyer, copper destroyer. It'll break down all the residue and stuff in your guns, and you'll shoot way more accurate than you ever before. So we're gonna have a bunch of that to give away here in a couple weeks, and I'm looking forward to getting your feedback. So I've tried. I've tried the gun, and I've tried the Posy for my reels, and I've tried the blade, and all that. I have not done the fuel or the oil additive, I talked to 2 engineers that I booked as guests to talk about this stuff because I didn't want to just have Marcus on because he owns the company. I wanted to have people that are not paid by Marcus that did independent research, and we're going to be able to tell you about some of this stuff, how you can make your ATVs, your trucks, your boats, anything with a motor run better. So we'll tell you about that. So whether you're on the water or in the woods, we're going to make you run a little more efficiently with modern Spartan systems. 7:19 is some change. I better hit a break. Let me take a real quick break. When I come back, Daryl Adams, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Todd Rupert, what's up? What up? I tell you what's up, buddy. I got a big old feed bag on when I get out to PA, buddy. Some cheesesteak, some wings, some pizza, some homemade donuts. Oh, I can't wait, Beard. It's gonna be good. Cool. Thanks for the info on the oil. You're welcome, Dave. All right, let me take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll do a little trivia for some Cubs tickets. Andrew will be here anyway. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial
Bring
RV
lots of money. I am, Root. I got at least $5.
They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel
I figured we'll
RVs
just
from
put that on the
Springer,
Beard account.
Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living
Don't
quarters
let 'em
for
blow you
rodeo
around
horse
there.
lovers. Imperial RV also features a full-service center ready for any repair that your RV might have. Imperial RV can finance on-site to help you with all your financing needs. They also have a full-service parts department for
I just
anything
talked to
you
him
might
yesterday.
need to keep your
He said
camper
give away
going.
2 pairs.
They're open Monday through Saturday, located at 1727 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Please call them at 515-964-1424 or check them out online at imperialrvcenter.com. That's imperialrvcenter.com. Imperial RV Center in
Yeah, I didn't
Ankeny,
get it.
making memories to last a lifetime.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is
I
burying
didn't
its
get
head into
that
your
email.
flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance.
But we're gonna
Get
hit. I'm not gonna be on next
Illimitic
week.
from Game Hide. Illimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Illimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Illimitic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality Game Hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit GameHide.com.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts, as well as folks who like to hunt. We have recently expanded our store to better serve your needs. We still accept trades on all types of guns. We'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment.
Don't know, Aaron. I haven't seen that yet,
Carries
bud.
firearms to meet any budget.
I'll
And
see
we
what I
can
can
even
find out.
order items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your gun repair needs. So from ammo and hearing protection to gun cleaning kits, holsters, and sights, we handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and
Add
businesses
effects using hand gestures. Turn on reactions to express yourself with a hand gesture during a video call. Click in the menu status, then click reactions. You know about that on ATM? You can use your hand to affect gestures.
Peace of mind under your roof every day.
It's I mean, I don't know. It's a setting that I have on mine. But
I did, Todd.
if you it picks up just a lot of things. So I've had it where it all of a sudden cuts off comments if I make a wrong.
Oh, so don't do it then.
I just think you can try it, but I haven't mastered it out yet. I'm not great with it.
I'll have to play with that. That's new.
But that's very new.
Strings and cables. Try Gastbo strings and shoot with confidence. Check them out at your local dealer or online at gastbowstrings.com.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, we got breaking news. It looks like I'm not going to Pennsylvania now. Murph killed my turkey. According to Todd Rupert, he had that turkey tied up to a tree for me, and Murph slid in there and got him. So I guess I'm staying home now.
Come on, man.
And that's what I said. I was all excited, but yeah. I told Murph congratulations too. If I would have known that was my turkey that Todd was saving for me, I wouldn't have been so nice about it.
You're my boy, Blue.
I would have said that was my turkey. You shot my turkey.
You shot
You shot my turkey. You low down snaking Valor jerky eating snake in the grass. You ate you shot my turkey.
Well, you just gave him a compliment with Valor jerky eating.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, congrats to all the people up in Minnesota. It's walleye season today. Woohoo! 46 degrees. I just looked in Deer River right now. If they're on the water, it's 46 degrees, but the walleye will be biting. So good luck to everybody up in Minnesota, and go to Fred's Bait. Fred's got a ton of bait. I'll tell you more about that here when we get to the fishery reports. But Winnie Trading Post and Fred's Bait's there to help you. Thanks to Sean and Gary and everybody up there. Yeah, all right, Rupe. Well, you better get out there scouting, boy. You better get out there and do some scouting. I got to thank Smoking Joe Smelter, but I'll do that later. I'm excited about walleye season.
I know.
Turkey season's almost done. Wallies are next.
Next on the list.
I'm next. You want to hear something crazy? Smith from Itasca Footwear sent me a story yesterday. Idaho has these world-class walleye in their rivers and stuff, and they're telling people to go catch as many as they want and kill them. They don't want the walleye in the rivers because it says it's messing with their salmon runs. They're an invasive species. We're talking 25, 30-inch wallies, okay? And they don't want them. Man, those people have no clue what they're doing out there. I'm sorry. If you like salmon, now see, Jenny likes salmon. I don't like salmon. My mom made me eat salmon patties. Ugh. If you like salmon patties, I apologize. I don't like them. Now, I don't know anybody that doesn't like walleye. Wallies are awesome. But they're wanting you to throw them on the bank. So I think we should all go out there and fish for walleyes in Idaho and just say thank you and bring back a meat. If there's no limit on them, man, you could bring back a ton of fish. That's a long drive, though.
Yeah, but it could be worth it.
Yeah, you bring back a freezer full of wallies, man. That was the craziest story I ever heard, man. I'm down to go walleye fishing with you out in Idaho if you'll pay for the gas. Nope, not doing it. Morning, Hank. I'm broke, Aaron. Morning, everybody, Hank says. Morning. So, yeah. Good. Go get them in Minnesota. The walleyes are open. The walleyes are open. All right. We got to give away a couple pairs of Cubs tickets today because next week I will be in Pennsylvania, apparently looking for turkeys since Rupert don't have anything tied up for me. You know, it's only been like 3 months. You know, all he's got to do is just go out there and owl hoot once in a while, find out where they're at. You know, hooty hoo, hooty hoo hoo, hooty hoo, gobble gobble. There you are. All right. Bring some walleye to PA and I'll cook it up. Murph, I ain't got any walleye in the freezer. And if I did, I don't know if that's a long drive, buddy. I'm not looking for, that's the only thing about that trip I'm not looking forward to. That's going to be a long day in the truck.
Well,
That's 14-hour drive.
Yeah.
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 And you know, I would break it up, but I got to do the show in St. Louis tomorrow night, so I can't really leave early. And I just cannot sleep in hotels. I just can't. And I can't see spending. Yeah, I'm tight. I'm cheap. You can say it however you want. I just don't. I just can't see spending $120 on a room and not just sit there and look at the ceiling all night.
I get you.
You know, because I'm worried somebody's going to mess with my truck. You know, and then you got to hear people walking up and down the halls. You know.
Yep. And if somebody decides that they're pulling an all-nighter, you are too.
Yeah. 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 It's just not a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun. I told Jenny I need to get me one of them. I need to get one of them camper trucks. I keep asking Denise and Zach over at Impale RV, can you guys get a camper that goes in the back of your truck? Because I think that way, if you get tired, you can pull over and rest, get in the back of your truck, take a nap. Cook up a can of Spam if you get hungry. You got everything you need, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Come on. That's what I'm thinking. What you need to get yourself is one of those air mattresses that you can put in the back seat. Yeah, that don't work either, Aaron. The last time I slept in my truck, is when I got out of the Navy and I drove from California to Missouri back home without stopping. The only time I stopped is when I was so tired I couldn't keep my eyes open. I'd pull over on the side of the road or a rest area, and you'd wake up and there'd be people looking in the truck, looking in your vehicle. I mean, it just freaks you out, or they'll knock on the window, and that was back in '83. No, '86. I got out in '86. Yeah, I'm old. I know. I'm old. All right. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, call Andrew 244-1350. 244-1350. This is for a pair of Cubs tickets for the big outdoor day at Principal Park for the Iowa Cubs Outdoor Day. I am your humble host, and Andrew will be manning the hot dog bun gun and throwing out the first pitch. I have retired from such.
Oh, you can't retire from it?
Oh, I've done it. I've done it like 20 times. I mean,
No,
that's
you
enough. That's
haven't.
enough. I'll be out on the dugout in the 7th or 8th inning giving out the prizes. So you get to see me out. You'll get to see me climb on the dugout. So we'll just we'll get some callers lined up. 244-1350. Just make sure you haven't won anything in the last 30 days. Give everybody a chance to win.
Your number, Larry?
Yeah, want to make sure everybody gets a chance to win. All right, we got a guy named Larry on.
All right.
I hear Andrew
Just a bit.
just said his name. He's almost working at top efficiency here. Let's go to the phones and say hi to our buddy Larry. Larry, good morning.
Good morning to you, Dan, and all the friendly folks out there.
How you doing this morning?
Not too bad. I'm just waiting in line. I'm going to sell some of my excess stuff to Herman's Fine Jewelry and then drive out to Carl Chevrolet and see Smokin' Joe.
I think Joe's off today.
Oh.
Well, then I will cancel all plans for the day.
Yeah.
Until he comes back.
Well, you can go to Herman's.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think Herman's opens till 9. You're gonna have a little bit of a wait there.
I'm waiting in line. I got a camper tent on the back of my pickup, and I'm waiting here, and then I'm going to get some Cookies barbecue sauce instead of spending money with Joe.
Yeah, well, I think Joe told me it's either his birthday or it's I can't remember what he told me, but he told me he wasn't going to be on the show today, so I don't think he's at work.
Okay, well, I'll go camp out at Carl Chevrolet in Ankeny at 7 a.m. on Monday.
Well, there you go. And and I will tell you this. Are you doing service or are you getting a vehicle from him?
Well, I'll get a vehicle from him naturally.
Okay, well, it's a great time to buy one because you get 6 months free of Google Maps and you get 6 years free Google Maps on your vehicle. And normally it's like a 30 or 90 days. They're giving out 6 years. And
about that.
Yeah, and then the remote access is 6 years, which is normally like 3 years.
Okay.
So
Heck of a deal.
and I got a way better interest rate than I did when see. I'll just tell everybody right now. I bought a new vehicle Thursday. The truck I bought last year, the truck I bought before that, my engine died on me. It just blew. I had 12,000 miles on it, and it just quit. The 6.2s and the Silverados, they're having issues. So they had a massive recall last week or the week before, and 650,000 vehicles. Not everyone's being recalled, but mine was luckily one of the ones that was recalled. The one I bought last year. So I went in there and I talked to the fine folks at Carl Chevrolet, and they treated me so nice. They pretty much made me whole with my truck because they know I had to go to PA and I'm traveling for the show. And they gave me a great deal that I couldn't say no to. And I bought a 25, which doesn't have any issues to the engines at all. And I got a way better interest rate. I got a great deal on an extended warranty. And I got Larry, you'll get all those freebies, man. It's a great time. I think I got over $2,000 in rebates. I actually Brett and everybody at Carl Chevrolet really treated me right.
Did Joe get you a bug shield?
I got a bug shield.
He's a saint.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. I don't know what Andrew's problem is. I didn't even have to squawk that much for it. Yeah. All right, Larry, do you want a and thank you for going to Herman's. Please tell Donnie and Dustin and Frank and everybody I said hi.
Okay, will do.
Thank you. Tell them you listen to the show, please. You know what? Don't tell them that. Just tell them thank you for sponsoring the outdoor show.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
I'm writing it down now.
Well, I just think I think it's important that you all out there, whenever you go see a partner, tell them thanks for helping me support the outdoors, because I honestly couldn't keep doing the show. I think we're the only outdoor show in Iowa left on the radio.
Wonderful. Well, we enjoy it.
Well, we appreciate that. All right, Larry, trivia. Do you want a baseball trivia or an outdoors Dan trivia?
A very easy baseball. How's that sound?
You want an easy baseball? Okay, Andrew, you can help him out on this. How many stitches are on a baseball?
Oh, boy.
Well, Andrew and I were talking about 386 off the radio, but I'm not sure if that's right. Is that right, Andrew?
I don't believe that's the number.
I don't.
Did I go too high?
I don't know, Larry. I don't know the answer. I was just asking you a question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you know?
Well,
Andrew's Googling it as we speak. See, Mr. Baseball over here. See, he would figure he would know that because the pitchers know how many stitches or seams are on a.
I guarantee you, most of them do not.
Well, that's because they grip the ball differently. How many stitches are on a baseball?
We are at 108. That is the normal MLB regulated baseball.
There you go, Larry. You wanna take a guess?
I'd say I was going to go 112, but it's for the Braves and stuff. They only use 108.
Weren't you at like 300 something earlier?
Well, yeah, but I was, there's the umpire,
getting that out of the way.
The umpire carries two baseballs in his pocket the pitcher, so that'd be a total of 3 balls. That way the game can continue.
Well, that was just your warm-up, guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. 108. Ding, ding, ding. You got yourself some Cubs tickets, Larry.
That sounds great. We appreciate it.
All right, come out and say hi to the booth when you can.
Will do.
We'll be there in the concourse somewhere.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, Andrew will call you after the show, Larry. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Larry. Good luck with that car. Hey, good luck with Smoking Joe.
I'll tell you what, that's probably the reason he's off, is you beat him up so much on his price that he had to take a couple days off and rest and recuperate.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell the God's honest truth here. I really didn't beat him up. I went in there and I just begged. I said, guys, I just bought this truck last year. I'm broke. I haven't recouped my savings account from the last time. My wife will kill me. My dog won't love me. Please help me. And they really took care of me, man.
Well, I'm glad that you broadcast that over the airways. Where a lot of people are going to be using that excuse today.
Yeah, if you tell them that your dog won't respect you anymore, that really hits home with them. It tugs at their heart.
All right.
Yeah, no, they'll take good care of you. They and like I said, I love Carl Chevrolet. Brett Moyer, Brett, I've known Brett for a long time. They've been sponsoring the shows for a long time, and Carl was a great guy, but I just have a lot of great gratitude for Brett. He's really helped me out on some deals and. They don't have to do that. I mean, but that's how good of nice people they are. They really care about their customers. So,
Sounds wonderful.
thanks, Larry.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. There goes Larry.
Bye.
You missed Murph's comment to why he killed your bird, and you missed Bob's coffee cup comment. Andrew, give me a come on, man. Bring some walleye to PA. Dan Murphy. You said it was for Dan, so I shot him. I don't like you, Murph. Well, if you're not coming, send my coffee cup. All right, Bob. As soon as Rupert sends me the shipping money, I'll do that. I let Dr. Nagy know the reason I'm there is because of Outdoors Dano. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, that's important. We want to make sure everybody knows that you guys are hearing the who sponsors the show. So thank you for doing that, everybody. All right, 7:40 and some change. Let me take another quick break. We come back. I got some outdoor stuff to tell you about, fishing reports, and then 8 o'clock comes around. We got two of the inspirational guys in the outdoors. You're gonna really love this segment. We'll be right back after these fine words from our partners.
When it comes to graphic design, you want to work with someone that can take your ideas.
Not that short. We have one more big break.
Promoting your business or special event, and then it's not always an easy choice. Have you heard about Boyd Creative Print Shop? They have over 30 years experience of
that's gone by fast, Birdie.
Put their ideas into action. Boyd Creative Print Shop can help with custom graphic design on screen printed apparel, from shirts to design patches and embroidered hats. They also offer designs on bags, decals and stickers, and vinyl wraps from boats to vehicles to get your message out. This will help you inform and educate folks about your event or business while doing it with a creative look. Boyd Creative Print Shop has hundreds of excellent customer reviews and will provide the same level of service to you when you need them. For more information to get your design started, please call Chantel or Andrew.
Who's out turkey hunting all right now?
That's
Are they gobbling? What are they doing? Give me a turkey report.
Or check them out online or on social media or at Boyd Creative.
We're almost halfway through the year. Deer season's not that far away.
Get to Archery Field
and boy, I'm seeing some nice buck pictures already. They're growing out like almost with their a little bit shorter than their ears. They're growing really good right now.
Help you with your purchase and help you reach your goals. Archery Field and Sports carries archery gear from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, and Bear, plus all the top extras and accessories you'll ever need. Mark and his staff are trained on all the latest tuning and setup techniques and are experts at personally fitting you to the bow you want. They also have a 40.
Am I wrapping the truck? Yes, Jeff. I'm getting the truck wrapped.
Archery Field and Sports has leagues and personal training sessions available for you.
Boy, I tell you, my allergies today. I apologize.
Also, this
it's a lot of dust in here.
Open Tuesday through Sunday with leagues during the week. For more information, go to archeryfield.com or call 515-265-6500.
Hey, students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about using your passion to help you through college? Grandview University is a small private college that is looking for students that have a passion for the shooting sports and learning. Grandview University has a shooting sports program that, if you qualify, will give you a guaranteed rate for your whole education while on the shooting team. That means your cost won't go up. You will get to experience a new level of competition and learn in a small class size with the feel of a larger campus with a ton of opportunities. So if you're looking to advance your education and love to shoot, why not
Morning, Larry.
a college program that has produced countless All-Americans and
Larry over there in Illinois. You in Illinois or Indiana, Larry?
Sports athletes will have your ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you. For more information, check them out at gvvikings.com.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based Backwoods Attractions product line has you covered. From their food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6, to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products, you better hope your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the feed and seed perfect for your hunting property. So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
At American Family Life Insurance, we know that protecting your family's financial future is a priority, and life insurance is an easy way to help make that happen. You'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most if you were to pass away. Plus, life insurance is often more affordable than you think. Let's talk about options that fit you. Contact Darren Islander, agent at 515-964-7575 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
In the mood for a great family treat or a special gift idea? Pop on over to the Lotta Pop store, located at 647.
Don't listen to him talk,
That's
Bob.
where you find over 30 fresh flavors of the most delicious Iowa-grown popcorn in the central Iowa area. You'll love the fresh pop flavors like caramel.
He's just an angry man, Bob.
Cheddar cheese, birthday cake, or patriotic mix, just to name a few. You'll find something for everyone at Lotta Pop and Nicanine. Arlie and his crew can help you pick out the perfect variety pack, tin, or gift package. Lotta Pop has everything you'll need, from ready-to-eat popcorn to all the fixings to make great popcorn at any event. Everyone loves popcorn, especially when it's from Lotta Pop. It's the same great popcorn you'll find at the Iowa State Games, locally grown and popped to perfection. Lotta Pop can help with any special occasion, corporate events, and special fundraising for your school. For more information, contact Lotta Pop at 515-262-3243 or go online at lottapop.com.
One more big base, I guess 5
Great
minutes.
tasting popcorn from Iowa since 1969.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday all across the good old USA. Hey, we're coming up on our 4-year anniversary on the Outdoor Call Radio app. And if you're listening out there on 1350 ESPN and you have not downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app, go to your app store on your phone and punch in the space outdoor space call. By then it should pop up, the Outdoor Call Radio app. That's the station that I own, that we run Monday through Sunday. It's totally free to download the app, totally free to listen. And we're going to be doing a big gear grab for our 4-year anniversary. It's going to be at least $500 worth of Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls. Thank you, Todd. Did you hear that? Did you hear that thud? That was Todd hitting the floor. Yeah. That was like thud. We're going to have a big gear grab. We're going to be giving away this year to celebrate our 4-year anniversary. I'm going to do something different. We're going to do a new listener contest too, in addition to the gear grab. If you're downloading the app and you're listening and sending me the secret listener contest is super easy. You just, whenever you open up the app, whatever show, I've got 16 or 17 of my friends that do radio and podcasts throughout the country. They do hunting and fishing shows. So I play their shows all like a regular radio station. Every day's got 3 or 4 shows that you can listen to on a loop. And while you're listening, you just send me a screenshot, you email that to me, and you're automatically in a contest. We call it the secret listener. And then I draw the winner on Saturday mornings here on the Saturday show. And we're going to do a new contest starting after the 19th of May, where if you're a brand new app, if you download the app for the first time and you're a brand new listener, you're going to be able to send me a screenshot and you're going to be in a separate drawing. So your chances of winning are going to be pretty good. And then after 30 days, you can get into the regular contest. But I've got multiple people that have won. I've got some that haven't won yet. But if you listen for a year, I think everybody, if you listen for a year, you're going to win something within that year. I don't think anybody has sent me screenshots for listening in the year that I have not drawn their name at least once.
Right, yeah.
You know, like I said, we've got a few people that have won 2 or 3 times. It's just a random draw. So good morning, Jeff. I'm in Illinois, brother. That's what I thought, Larry. But I thought I better ask. So we got a big gear grab coming up this year. We're going to give that away before hunting season, and then we've got that new listener contest. We're going to start that after May 19th when I get back. So we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. But yeah, please download the app, and eventually everything that Andrew and I do will be only on the app eventually. So you're going to want to get that anyway. And the nice thing about it, you can take us anywhere around Iowa and listen to us. It's just not with that signal goes all over North America. So we definitely want you to listen in. It's well worth your time, folks. Great gifts. Yeah, Larry's won at least once, I know. So congratulations on that. Iowa Cubs Outdoor Day. It's May 30th. First 750 guests get a big MEPS iCubs spinnerbait, multiple prizes. I'm giving away a $400 Grizzly cooler, $300 walleye Trica fishing rod, and about a $400 to $500 outdoors dam prize pack at the iCubs game that day. So make sure you come out and say hi, and you can register at the booth. It's easy to register. All you got to do is download the app, or if you already have the app, just show us and we'll let you register. That's all we ask, and then we'll draw the winners that night at the game. I've never won the secret listener yet, but I'm sure I'm trying. Scott, you've won stuff you just won a knife set. How did you win that? You had to win something on the app. Because Pete's got to bring your knife stuff. You've won something down there, Scotty. Scott's won a contest. I guarantee you he's won a contest. Yeah. Maybe he hasn't won the secret listener. Maybe he's just won other contests. That's probably what it is. Yeah, because I do multiple contests throughout the year. So he won a knife I can't remember. No. Oh, there's one of the owners of Tacticam. Good morning, Ben Stern. We're live on the radio. How are you doing this morning? I'm good. Hey, can I call you back? Because we're doing our Saturday morning show right now. Yeah, are you going to be around a little later? I'll call you in about an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, just I got two quick questions for you. Thank you, buddy. There he goes, Ben Stern, everybody. He moved to Montana. He's a happy man. He's doing good. All right. Where we at, Andrew? We got a break? All right, I got to take a break. Come out and see us at the Cubs. The first 750 guests are going to get a free MEPS iCubs spinnerbait. Woo! Plus, we're giving away a bunch of stuff. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions.
Scott, you've won a pair of boots?
Including the stiff arm.
Yeah, you won a few times on the app for sure. Oh, just not the secret. Well, you won. You're a winner.
There's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro video and perform quietly in the field. You can even custom pick your setups with Fourth Arrow camera arms. If you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out fourtharrowcameraarms.com. Outdoor stand approved for the field for great video action.
You're ready for your next outdoor adventure. Wouldn't it be nice to have high-definition footage as a fun memory of your time in the outdoors? Well, Tacticam.
I need to get that camera so, like, when I do this, I get a hand cut, start cutting. I want to see if I can get that to work, where I can just do this and it'll start talking hen talk. That'd be cool. It definitely pays to listen. Yes, it does, Scott. Yes, it does. It does pay to listen.
Wi-Fi compatible. feature live stream capabilities with over 2.5 hours of record time that feature image stabilization that's far above other.
See, I think you and Jeff in New York. I don't think Jeff in New York has won the Secret Listener. He won the fishing trip, and I think he won something else.
So when you're ready to record your next hunting or fishing
There's a lot of people who won a Secret Listener.
take your Tacticam camera. You'll be able to
Again, it pays to listen.
Yeah.
Tacticam.com for more info.
Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable? Well, I have a way to keep your feet feeling great in any weather or outdoor activity. Stephanie. Have you heard of Norlander Sock Company? I have. Norlander Sock Company uses high-quality alpaca to produce some of the best socks out there. Alpaca socks will keep your feet comfortable and feeling great. Thank you, Larry. That's really kind. Don't go crazy. Larry said very interested and informational. Larry Mack in the house. Did I miss Larry? That will keep your socks from smelling. They have heavyweight and lightweight styles with a bunch of color and size choices for you to choose from. Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when I didn't see Larry Mack. Make sure you keep your feet comfortable. Larry, if you're listening, hi, buddy. Larry's had a hell of a turkey season too. For more information, just go to norlandersocks.com and give your feet a treat.
Barbecue season is back. Hey, it's Ellen. And this is Sarah Beth. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that zesty barbecue sauce. I love that it was a little sweet, a little tangy, and with the mac and cheese.
I feel like I tasted the brown sugar bacon first. It was the absolute best combination. Pro tips, 3 sandwiches are always better than 1.
Order the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich and our Coca-Cola on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
It's good.
You had it?
Yeah. Thanks, Larry.
Lots of flavor, lots of goodness, thick and rich, lots of fun. Hey, America, when you barbecue, try Cookies barbecue sauce for a treat. Cookies barbecue sauce.
Larry says I got something in my nose. I don't think I do. Andrew, you're supposed to talk to me about that stuff.
Radio with Outdoors Dan.
Is he my phone? There you go. Oh, you hear that?
Got me on my knees.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Caller Radio. Hour number 2 is almost here. Larry McCoy's messing with me. Larry McCoy is messing with me as usual.
Yeah, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, Larry caught his ATV on fire.
He's just that hot.
There's nothing left. He did some awesome turkey pictures with it, though.
I mean, when you sit too close to the sun, you're gonna get burnt everywhere.
Yeah, he's a star. He's a big ball of plasma in the sky.
That's right.
Fireball.
Hard to match up.
I'm telling you. Oh man, is this the first hour's already over?
We just started 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Secret listener of the week is Chris Stewart from Ames, Iowa. Chris Stewart, where you at? Chris Stewart. There you go, Chris Stewart. Ames, Iowa. Congratulations, Chris. Chris got him a $50 gift card to Pure Whitetail. Congratulations, Chris.
Take that any day.
Well, yeah, who doesn't want gift cards?
I
like gift cards.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do we got a break again already?
Not quite yet.
Not yet? Okay.
You got a minute.
I got a minute? Oh.
Minute to win it.
Mushrooms are all over the place. Go find them. That's all I'm going to say. I would wear your limit tick. The ticks are bad this year, folks. The ticks are bad. If you're going in the woods, do not go in the woods without your limit tick on. Socks, pants, and a long sleeve shirt. You'll be all right. Don't want to get that alpha-Gal syndrome.
Oh, no.
Lyme disease. Becky's bacteriolitis. You don't want to get that. It's bad Becky. Stuff. Yeah.
Poor Becky.
Yeah. Beckham.
Yeah.
I just call it Becky's bacterial.
Hey, it works.
It does, yeah.
Poor Becky.
Gift cards for PW are awesome. Gift cards for anybody is awesome, Larry. I love getting gift cards. All right, I got to take a real short break. It's like a minute and a half, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have the boys from Accessible Hunter on, and we're going to talk a little hunting. And like I said, they got a great story. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
If you're into cooking wild game or grilling, you probably love to transform your wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks.
So which number?
I don't know which is which.
To help you make some of the
Just call
best
one
tasting
and
sausage,
Just say, is this
sticks,
Mike
or
or Greg?
jerky around.
Yeah.
High
That's all I
Mountain
gotta say.
Seasonings offers simple,
number am I
easy to
talking
use
about?
kits
You gotta
that are
call
used
both
at
because they're
home,
both at
including
different
3 new low
spots.
sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will
one
love.
long distance
High
number, so
Mountain
we'll see how
Seasonings
it's
makes grilling
work.
steaks or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their
Really?
specialty spices, marinades, and rubs for deer, elk, or your favorite steaks. High
Okay,
Mountain
see
has
if it
also
works.
just introduced taco and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills all across the country.
That's nice. We have one line now,
Seasonings at
long distance line now.
or at your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to HIMTNJerky.com for recipes
When did that
and to
happen?
find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
Vanes are very important to your arrow flight and for consistent grouping. Flex Fletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers steer their arrows for over 50 years. Silent Night vanes are 30% thinner with a much greater taper than vanes out there. This contributes to a dramatic reduction of in-flight drag.
Andrew.
Flex Fletch vanes also
Ask him if he can call Mike and get him on speaker, and we'll call him back.
shots on targets or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. Flex
Ask Greg if he'll call Mike on his cell phone and get him on a conference, and then we'll call him back so we can talk to both of them. Tell him you only got one long distance line now.
I wanted to see if it was possible. Our phone system is only allowing us right now one long distance call. So I was wondering, is there any way you can conference
based out of Minnesota.
With Mike, and then we'll give, and then
Hi, this is
either
your old
give
friend
us a
Speed
call or
over
we can
at
give
Speed's
you a
Golf
call
Cart,
back in about a
located
minute
in
or
Wall
two.
Lake, Iowa. Just stop on over here. We've got a nice selection of new and used golf carts. We're a club car dealer, so we've got a nice selection of new onward cars.
Yeah, if we can do that. Otherwise, I just don't know if, since we had an issue here at the in Des Moines and the towers had an issue, and then ever since then we've been unable to get out more than one long distance call. So
the things we have to navigate on the show.
Des Moines is 1021 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader, a Des Moines Media Group station.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back. Hour number 2 is brought to you by Gearhead Archery. That's right, Gearhead. That's your last bow you'll ever buy. If you buy one, get the Pivot Carbon 24. You're going to absolutely love it. That's one of my favorites. 3 turkeys this spring, no issues, and it's awesome. Skippy's up in Minnesota or Canada right now. He's getting into taking a bunch of people bear hunting, so he'll be back on Monday. So if you're going to order a bow, just get on there and we'll make sure you get into the Gearhead family. Big open house coming in July too. So all right, we're going to head over to the phones. We're going to talk to the crew of Accessible Hunter. This is a show that you can listen to on the Outdoor Call Radio Network on Mondays. And we're going to go say hi to Greg and Mike real quick. Greg, Mike, good morning, boys.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you guys doing your way?
Yeah, we're doing good. Thanks for helping us out on that conference call. I didn't know we're down to one line.
That's no problem. I'm glad I knew how to do it.
Yeah.
Not the most technical guy in the world, but it was so easy.
I'm telling you, I do it all the time on when I'm like on the podcast and stuff. If I conference in people all the time. It's easy to do on cell phones now. But thanks for helping us. So you guys got a show called the Accessible Hunter. Tell everybody how that came about.
Well, Mike and I have been friends for a long time. We're both quadriplegics, and we kind of have a very similar story as to how we became quads. And in 2019, we started the Accessible Hunter podcast just to kind of share our story, and not just about us, but to highlight everybody in the country that's going through the same thing.
Yeah. Mike, we're Greg, you had an accident, didn't you? Or was if I did I hear that right the other day, or how did you become a quadriplegic?
Yep. In 1999, I was 31 years old, and I got out of my hot tub and went down to the lake to do a polar bear challenge, and thought I dove out in waist deep water, and just dove down and broke my neck at the C4-5 level. So I was on a sandy beach in fresh water, waist high water. Thought I dove out, but must have dove down a little bit deeper and broke my neck. And heck, Dan, I've been swimming since before I could walk. My parents had an in-ground pool, and just one of those freak accidents that happened in a split second.
Yeah. Mike, how about you, buddy?
Man, Greg said it earlier. We're so similar. I got hurt in 1995. Just worked off a night shift as a police officer. Joking around with some buddies, I dove into a swimming pool, hit the bottom, and broke my neck, and had to swim out of the pool myself. And all the extra movement and trauma, that's what caused my paralysis. I'm a C7 quad.
Okay. Well, first of all, I admire you both very much. And Greg and Mike, forgive me. I don't know if you were. I would see Greg's name pop up on my timeline on the shows and stuff here and there. Greg's been following the shows for a while, but I really did. I would see Accessible Hunter pop up, and then it took me a while to check it out. But I listened to it for a few times, and I said, man, I really like that. I love the stories. I love the camaraderie, and the passion that you guys have for the outdoors, that you were able to overcome an obstacle like that. And I mean, losing your limbs and your mobility, I can't even imagine that. I mean, I'm a dumb idiot bow hunter, but I got my own obstacles there. When the deer's smarter than you are, you already have an issue. But to overcome and adapt the way you guys did, I thought that was so inspirational. And I just love that you didn't let your passion for hunting and fishing go on the wayside. You weren't going to give that up, and I just thought that was a great story.
It's one of those things, man. We're both blessed. We went to Shepherd Center in Atlanta. They're a phenomenal hospital. That's all they do is head and spinal cord injuries.
Mm-hmm.
They have a massive therapeutic rec location, and so they jump right in, want to know what your passions are. And so me and Greg, again, similar stories, 4 years apart in injury. Just happened to be at the same hospital, and the therapeutic rec team is just like, hey, what are you passionate about? I said outdoors, and they said, fine, let's figure it out. And so we just jumped straight back into it. And as far as the mobility and the limb issues, I was in the Marine Corps as well, and it's kind of like there is no giving up. I just got to figure out a new way to do this thing, and not to shorten it out or horn in on the whole conversation. But life goes on. We just have to figure out a new way to live it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your service, Mike. Thank you for your service too as a police officer.
No worries.
And Greg, I don't know if you knew this or not, but I was actually a Navy corpsman with the Marines.
I didn't know that you were a corpsman, but I knew that you were in the Navy. I knew that you were a veteran, and
yeah,
you and Mike have so much in common. And as Mike said, we were really fortunate and blessed that when we were injured, it was the lowest time in both of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
We had Shepherd Center and some of the best people in the country that could pick us up and still say, hey, there's a way to do this. So being kind of type A personalities, we never really gave up on ourselves. I don't think for a minute. It was just figuring out how to do this new life and a new way to do things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think everybody should spend some time in the military at one time or another. It's just there's some things you love about it, some things you don't like about it, but you'll have some memories, that's for sure. I think you both would echo that. So,
but Dan, I truly appreciate you, man. And as a doc, you always got my respect. I truly appreciate everything you guys do for us. And being around a bunch of Marines, I understand now more of the dumb bow hunter comment, but you know, it gets into something. We just have to learn to embrace the suck. You know, it's all gonna suck at some point. We just have to learn to deal with it.
Yeah, the only thing that bothered me about being with the Marines is I never got any sleep because you guys were always getting in fights and stuff, and either you needed a shot or I had to stitch you up. It was one or the other. So, but
And Dan, I just wanted to point out that I am not a veteran. I do a lot with veteran organizations, but I myself am not.
great. I thought you said you were in the Marines.
That's Mike.
Oh, Mike was in the Marines. Okay, Greg, I apologize. I'm not listening. I was not listening, but hey, that's all right, Greg. We appreciate you anyway.
I appreciate it.
That's all right. Yeah. No, listen, that was good duty. You know, and I admire you guys because the worst thing I ever had to face was the bug juice and the SOS for breakfast.
You know, that's one of the things, man. I always felt sorry for the new corpsmen when we picked them up because the guys were not used to running in boots and utes and just keeping up with the ground and pound of constant movement. I was a machine gunner, so you know how that life goes, and I tell everybody it's the greatest life you'll love to hate.
Yeah.
And you're just a constant nomadic.
Mhm.
You're just used to trucking everything on your back.
Well, I'll tell you this: I never rode in the Jeep or the wagon. I always, when we went on those humps, those 20-mile humps and stuff, I stayed right with the guys. So
Hey, more power, brother. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's why Doc always gets respect.
yeah, but I will tell you this: when you guys were out doing your little maneuvers and stuff, I always had some fishing line and stuff with me because my last duty station was Pendleton, and there's some good fishing holes out in Pendleton.
Oh yeah, a lot of steep hills too.
Yeah, I can't say what the one's called, but I've been up and down that thing a lot. Or that was a long time ago though.
We'll just say Mount M.
Yeah, we'll just say that. Yeah. Yeah, it was not fun, trust me. I've been doing this for a long time. This is our 27th year on the air, and one of the reasons why I was excited to get the Outdoor Call radio app going was, when I started, guys, I mean, we still had to put shows together with 8-tracks. And we'd have to splice stuff together. I mean, it was a pain in the butt. Now you guys, the technology is so advanced now. Everybody can do a podcast, which I love. And you can get out there, but I wanted to put a platform out there that people could access 24 hours a day. And they don't have to go look for a good outdoor programming. We've got some of the best shows out there. And like I said, when I started listening to you guys, how long have you been doing the shows?
Since 2019.
So you've been doing them for a while. I just love the programs, and I reached out to Greg and I said, Greg, how would you feel about let me put you guys on the network? And we're very humbled and honored to have you guys on Mondays. We're just going to say it like that.
Yeah, we so much appreciate it. And as you said, I've been listening to your show for a long time and making comments and things. And I was shocked whenever you called me and said, hey, we'd like to have you guys on the show. I felt so honored to have you call me on that. So thanks for everything you do and helping to get the word out about people with disabilities hunting. We're not any different from anybody else. We enjoy the outdoors and we just do it a different way. But for you to be able to share that on the show every Monday and highlight people that we get a chance to talk with, that's what it's all about, really.
Well, you guys are doing most of the heavy lifting, and I love the banter between Mike and Greg, between you guys, and I think you're doing some wonderful stuff. Now, I saw some pictures. Now, Mike, I saw Greg was out there. He had a mouth call there on a shotgun stock. Were you out there too, Mike?
Yeah, we live in different states. I'm in South Carolina. He's in PA. So we chase deer, turkey, you name it. I'll hunt anything, even stuff that'll hunt me first. I absolutely love being out. Like Greg said, it's all about just getting out and chasing those passions.
Yeah.
I run a little small nonprofit in South Carolina, and it's just about finding what the passions are for the people, and just trying to find a new way to facilitate it. And,
yeah.
Through these podcasts, it's a beautiful thing that we get to highlight people just living life in spite of what society would put as limits, and just showing that there are no limits to the human desire as long as you're willing to chase them.
No, I whoever invented that track chair, was inspired by God because I think that was one of the neatest blessings for the disabled community. To be able to get out there and take that track chair into a river or a stream to fish, or to get out in the turkey woods, or get out to a deer blind. I just it's so neat. And guys, listen, with technology, Elon, he's got that Neuralink thing going now. The way things are going, you guys, it's not out of the realm of possibility that you guys might get to walk again.
There's been a lot of research done, especially here in Pittsburgh, Dan, with the University of Pittsburgh, that they've been doing those implants for a while, and it's kind of the person and environment interlink that you can control, computers and things like that. And
yeah,
maybe eventually something will pan out on that. We're always hopeful. Just we got to deal with what we have now, but there is a lot of research being done, and especially at the university level, on getting people to walk again. So we're always thankful for that.
Well, have you guys seen that exoskeleton they came out with?
Yeah, I have. I don't think that would work for me per se. Being a quadriplegic, and
okay.
One of the big things. I mean, people don't maybe not realize this, but one of the big impediments to me is not about walking. It's about all the other issues with bowel and bladder, and
Gotcha.
being able to feel and use my hands. There's a lot of issues that go along with paralysis that a lot of people think it's solely about walking, but heck, if the world was just a little bit more accessible and I had use of my hands and bowel and bladder type of things, it would be so much easier.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to keep praying for you, because I just think the way things are going with this AI and everything, fellas, I don't think it's out of the realm to think that you're going to get maybe more mobility back here in the next 10 years or so.
Absolutely. I'm a man of faith too, so it's, the prayers are always greatly appreciative. I got hurt the same year as Christopher Reeves, and we've lost him now, and
yeah,
that was his biggest push, was to try to come up with an idea. But heck, I told Greg, I've been rolling a lot longer than I was walking. I was 23 when I got hurt. This is my 30th year of paralysis, so I done got used to it. I don't even know any difference anymore. The chair's not really the hard part. It's all the obstacles we have to face.
Yeah, absolutely. 8:16 and some change here on the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 SPM. We're visiting with Greg and Mike from the Accessible Hunter Show. Boys, you guys hang on. We're going to take a real quick break. We come back. Lewandowski in Pennsylvania. Good morning. Todd Rupert. Greg said to tell you thank you again. Jeff Duggar in Illinois. Good to see you. We'll be right back after these few words from our partners.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or tailgating? If you are, we'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice. Arctic Ice is a brand new way to keep your game, beverages, and camping supplies cold and fresh wherever your adventure takes you. Arctic Ice Packs.
Told you that was a pretty inspirational segment. Those boys, good guys. You can listen to them on Mondays on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Just download the app. They're on every Monday.
That will keep your game or fish at 34 degrees for 3 to 4 days. If you're wanting to really freeze things up, try the Tundra Packs that can keep your wild game and fish at dry ice temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, try the Chillin' Brew
What happened? The phone line go?
Beverages of choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your game, fish, or camping goods to stay fresh and cold as possible without the mess of regular ice, go check out Arctic Ice Packs today. You can find models of Arctic Ice Packs at Sportsman's Warehouse or at www.arctic-ice.com.
Our dogs are part of the family, and we want to protect them at all times. Do you live in an area that you want to keep open and not have a traditional fence to protect
It makes it so that you don't actually drop the ball.
Yeah.
Chris Spoltra is the owner of the Pet Stop franchise in the Owen area.
VIP.
For over 19 years, a Pet Stop system will not only keep your pet from leaving your
Boy,
desired area outside,
I can't wait for Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to have big old glazed donuts and a cup of coffee.
and easy to maintain. Plus,
Todd's going to drive me out to the turkey blind in his truck, drop me off right in front, get out there, stretch out, get the camera all set up, and
protect your buddy.
About an hour later, the sun's going to come up, and I got the old Rupert. I'm going to let Todd do all the calling. All I got to worry about is running the camera and put my little gear head right there by my knee. And then after we do that, we're going to go over to Jiggers and get some wings. After we get that bird. And then after that, we're going to go to Saforno's and have a big spaghetti and meatball dinner. Yeah, boy, that's going to be awesome. These bows maneuver extremely. And then, hey, Rupe, what's the name of that little Carson's? Is it Carson's, that little tavern, that really cool tavern that we went and saw AJ play live music at? Gearhead shoots for. I know. Then Rupe's gonna take me over to Carson's for a steak sandwich and some music. I think it was Carson's. Deadly accurate and affordable. So when maybe Murph and AJ and everybody can come along. Turkey camp's gonna be phenomenal. Freddie's gonna be having those. Can't remember what he made. But they were good. On your next hunt with Gearhead. Shop online. Good to see everybody. Or locally 3 Mile walk-in. Carson's, that's it. Nah, we can't do that, Murph. Gotta have valet service to the blind. Todd told me he had it all handled.
Well, let me tell you, when you go bear hunting, that's an experience where you might.
He's taking me over to the honey hole.
But fishers, huge whitetails, wolves, and even maybe a moose.
I'm not hunting on the gun club this year. If I was, I'd be bringing my bike.
Gary Peck has been helping hunters experience heart-pounding bear hunting.
That upper field was beautiful, man. That was pretty last year.
And it's amazing how quiet they can sneak into your stand. 1 second, you're looking at a big bunch of ferns and trees. The next thing you know, there could be a 400-pound black bear getting your heart jumping a few beats. I've shot several big bears with Gary and his family over the years, and it's the one spot I go to bear hunt. So if you're
welcome, ALS Outdoors.
Go check out Bear River Guide Service. And
they are outstanding guys.
And hey, give Gary a call, and he'll get you planned out on your next adventure.
Going fishing is something we look forward to all week. We all want to be better at it and use the best gear available. Gear that will help us feel the bite
better
and give superb casting
Last one.
Well, when it comes to sensitivity and longer casts, Trika has people talking. Trika rods are scientifically proven to be more sensitive with their unique weave design, as much as 2 times as sensitive as other costly rod brands. Trika casting performance will give you up to 26% longer cast to keep your bait in the strike zone longer. Trika knows you work hard for your money.
He's BSing me? Well, thanks, Murph.
You feel the bite better.
I see how he is.
On your wallet. Trika rods are.
See, you and AJ wouldn't do that to me. Or CJ, the DJ. You know, you guys wouldn't do that to me like he's doing.
Up to 1 year after purchasing. They also come with a limited lifetime warranty.
Oh, turkey camp's going to be fun.
Go check out Trika rods at Trika.com. That's TRIKA.com.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. We never sleep. Trust me, I keep looking at the ceiling all night long, and my dog is mad at me. We got a good segment here. We're visiting with Mike and Greg from the Accessible Hunter show and talking a little bit about their passion and overcoming obstacles. You can hear their show every Monday on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Just download the app, and you can listen for free, and you know what? You just might win something. Mike, you said that you were out there chasing things that might chase you. What are you talking about there?
You know, man, you had just a commercial going on. Bear, we have bear in South Carolina. Would love to get on more bear. My baby brother lives in Alaska. One of my biggest things is I want to get out there and chase moose, man.
Yeah.
We have a lot of coyotes. I go to Texas and we hunt coyotes. Those guys have a knack for just popping up out of nowhere. And as a quad, you better be quick to swing on the trigger, or you'll have them in your lap before you know it.
Yeah, them yotes are trouble. You know, I've never shot a moose. I went up to Alberta a couple years ago, and I had moose all around me. I got within 50, 60 yards of one, and man, they're just big animals. I'll never forget when I was on my first bear hunt up in Minnesota, and I'm sitting in the middle of this big swampy bog, out in the middle of nowhere. And I kept hearing something go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And I'm going, okay, what in the heck is that? You know, I'm from the Midwest, you know. we don't have things that go whoosh in the Midwest. And then about eventually, it's so thick up there too. If you've not been in northern Minnesota, if you get off the main trail and you 10 or 15 yards, you can get totally lost. That's how thick it is up there. But anyway, long story short, after about 10 minutes, I it got really close, and I was getting a little nervous because I was just out there with my bow, and it turned out to be a big old moose cow, a female moose, and she was 7 feet tall, easy. I mean, she was just a monster. They're one of the neatest. They're great eating, but I still haven't got one yet either, Mike. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, I'm gonna eventually get up to Alaska to see my little brother, and it always ticks me off because he's not a hunter and he's got them, cruising through his backyard, and I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, moose burgers are delicious, man. They're of all the cervids, the deer family, they're the best eating. I thought elk was, but I had some moose steaks, and man, those were phenomenal. So they're very very good eating. Speaking of Alaska, I have not hunted Alaska in my career. And Kodiak bear was always on there, but I took that off my list. I've shot 9 bears with my bow, and that's I've gotten, I guess, through the age where the moose is more important to me than the bear. I always thought that was neat to get a big Kodiak brown bear, but I don't know. Now black bears, I hope I draw Minnesota this year. Have you had bear, guys? Have you ate it?
Yeah, we have a great restaurant here, Saskatoon, that does a lot of just unique foods, and they'll bring it all in. But we've got friends and family that kill bear here, and
Yeah.
they'll do burger and whatnot.
Yeah, bear.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, bear's delicious, man. I like bear. Yeah.
I've not tried it, but I'd really like to try it. And when you were talking about a cow moose, Dan, I kind of had a similar experience when I was hunting in Canada for bear, and I was able-bodied and had a cow moose walk underneath my tree stand. You want to talk about a big animal for sure. That's something to see up close and personal.
Yeah, they're neat. Yeah, hey, if you get a chance to eat bear, Greg, here's what I used to make for the kids. I called them bad burgers. It was ground bear, ground antelope, and ground venison or deer. And then I take pepper jack cheese and cookies flavor enhancer, and then I'd grill them, and that was always my kids' favorite burger I ever made.
It sounds delicious on all the wild game in that.
No, it's a tremendous burger. I'm telling you.
Sounds like we got to go to dinner at Dan's house.
Well, you guys get up here. We might have to work that out. Brant, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Scotty Mueller, bear back straps on the grill are amazing. Yes, bear's good, man. It's a good protein. So what's lost, Greg? What's one of your most memorable hunts?
Well, I would say my deer hunt with the Tom Sipple Foundation here in Pennsylvania. They took me up to Indiana, PA, and they said they had a white deer on the property, and I was always like, well, shooting a white deer is kind of bad luck, and they're like, no, it's not an albino, it's just a white deer. And I said, well, if I get a shot at it, maybe I will. And I just got out of the hospital about 2 weeks earlier. I had my big toe amputated as a quadriplegic and had some surgery on my foot, and I didn't think I'd be able to do it again. And they took me up there, and I seen this white deer coming through the woods at about 100 yards, and used some adaptive equipment with a joystick mount and watching the scope on an iPad. And the deer stopped out at about 100 yards, and I made a really good shot on it, and it went down. And that's like the biggest deer that I've ever gotten. It weighed about 300 pounds and scored, I think, 172.
Oh, wow.
It was a monster deer.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest, deer that I've been on. I've been on a lot of hunts with people and taking smaller deer that were just as memorable. It's hard to kind of say which one's your favorite because you get to go on a few hunts and the people are just always so nice,
Yeah, absolutely. How about you, Mike?
Man, I'm right with Greg. I was blessed to go on a hunt with Tom Simple. got a beautiful deer. Those guys really are phenomenal, know how to get you out, spend a lot of time doing it. I'm blessed. I hunt a lot with a group called the KT team down in Georgia.
Oh, I know.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I know.
Turkey hunters.
Yeah, John Pageant and
Yeah.
yeah. That's a good group.
You know, I'm blessed, and here's the kicker. You know, the world's a small world. Me and Jason Beard, that started the KT team, we got hurt the same year. Actually met at rehab,
Mhm.
and then I was able to be one of the first guys they took on a turkey hunt. And you talk about a phenomenal group. You got world-class turkey hunters that all come together that just pour into getting people back outdoors.
Yeah.
And these guys are all world champion turkey callers. And just be able to get out there. And you got guys like KT, Terrell, you got Dave Owen, Matt Van Syth, Mark Perdone, all these guys, and they take time to show you and tell you why they're calling a certain way. And, you know, to have that caliber of a man that can call birds, take time to pour into you, is just, it's phenomenal to see how many people are out there willing to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, I knew this was going to go quick. I want to thank you for both for coming on the show this morning. Tell folks how they can find out more about your show.
Sure, we're on Facebook and Spotify. We're also on YouTube. It's the Accessible Hunter podcast. Mike and I are also doing a second podcast, Accessible Pursuits, which kind of highlights people with disabilities in all their actions, not just hunting. And if you just Google Accessible Hunter or put it into Facebook, and Mike, if you want to mention your charity again, how people can do that as well. But we appreciate all the followers, and just thanks for everything you do, Dan. We appreciate you.
Oh, it's my honor. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I run a little nonprofit. It's called Raw Outdoors. Again, Greg said it. We're all on Facebook. That's usually our easiest go-to format because we can easily punch and click. The more people we get to follow us, the better off we are for grants. We can reach out to Cabela's and different organizations, and they love giving back as well. They always want to know how we're going to advertise.
Yeah. Morning, Mary. Well, gentlemen, both of you, you keep doing what you're doing, and you know, keep that passion going. And I hope I'm hoping to do this for at least another 10 years, and I hope you guys are part of that for the next 9 years. So we got our next 10 years rather. I would really be humbled and honored if we all kept it going.
Absolutely, Dan. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll get to see you when you come to Pennsylvania.
I'll be there in a couple days. Yeah, I wouldn't get around that bunch though. They're mean.
I'll run over their foot.
Yeah, they told me they had Todd told me he goes, "Oh, we'll get you that 100th bird. I'll have that bird roosted." And then that Murph guy went over and shot my bird. Did you hear that?
I did. I didn't think that was too nice, especially since Todd had it tied up for me.
I know. You don't do that to you. You don't do that to somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, you boys be good. Please let me know if there's anything going on, and you keep doing what you're doing. And thank you for taking time out of your Saturday to be on the show today.
You bet.
Dan, we truly appreciate you, man. Thank you again for all you do, and Semper Fi, Doc.
Semper Fi, buddy. Thank you. Bye, boys. Have a good weekend.
You do the same.
There they go, Mike and Greg, Accessible Hunter. Check them out on Mondays on the Outdoor Call Radio. I also, if you go to the outdoorcallradio.com, I've got a menu of all the shows that run Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you can see Greg and Mike's logo. There's a hyperlink that goes right to their webpage, so you can get a hold of them that way. But good folks right there. 8:32 and some change. I need to hit a break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Counseling Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know things can be tough in the world today. I see it every day. People dealing with relationship issues, parenting struggles, anxiety, depression, or folks just looking for a new direction or plan in their life. If you're still struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage, or just helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life. We offer a family-friendly, straightforward approach to helping you to get through the layers of stress that can be harmful to your health, relationships, and your work. The staff at New Life offer one-on-one sessions that get right to the heart of the matter. We work with you so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with in your life. When you're looking for someone to listen to you, we're here. Please consider calling us for a confidential appointment at 515.
Yeah, that was Scotty. That was a good segment, buddy.
In West Des Moines, or 964-5003 in Ankeny. Also find us 24/7 at newlifecounseling.com.
I feel bad if I get a paper cut.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in
Oh,
Osceola, Iowa.
man.
It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of
I was looking for that turkey on Tuesday. I had to go up and down the riverbank because I didn't know if he got tucked in under the bank and stuff. And it's like, I was so sore Wednesday. Jenny goes, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I'm getting old, Hunter." I said, I had to go up and crawl up that river.
The mixologists are creating at the distillery every day.
We got,
Revelton Distillery is
thanks to
open
Tommy, we got him.
Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery finds
That was one tough bird.
at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at reveltondistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
You're heading out on your morning hunt well before sunrise, so you can stay undetected from that giant you've been chasing all season. Wouldn't it be nice to know exactly where your stand or blind location is without letting anyone know where you're at walking
Onyx.
in? Have you ever heard of Onyx?
I have.
Onyx is one of the most
I use Onyx all the time.
gear that you can use and always have with
It's
you.
right here on my
The
phone.
Onyx Hunt app allows you not only to get
Onyx
your
right there,
trail to your
baby.
hunting spots, it also allows you to mark and save your
Onyx
hunting
right
spots,
there.
scrapes, food plots, rub lines,
There you go.
or some possible next stand locations. The Onyx Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand. Onyx is a mobile app that you can take anywhere. It's recognized by game wardens all around the country as a valuable hunting tool. So, if you want to always know where you are and have the ability to save information that will help you be a better hunter, go download the Onyx Hunt app at your app store today.
Have you been looking for an easier way to haul your gear for your outdoor adventures or projects? Well, have you looked at Compass Carts? Compass Carts offers a unique and durable system for all of your outdoor needs. Compass Carts works with your e-bikes for
I feel like
easy
I'm
loading
way
of your
behind.
game gear or what you need to go to camp, tailgates, or to the project site. They offer several hitch options so you could use your ATV or your side-by-side as well. Compass Carts have great suspensions
right
that
path.
hold up to big payloads, wheel options that can handle over 300-pound loads while holding up to the harshest terrains with no flats. They also convert to a carrier for your bike or gear by simply loading to your vehicle hitch with ease. So no more struggling to get your deer, elk, or other game and gear back. Just load it on your Compass Cart and you're on your way. For more information, check them out, compasscarts.com. Find a dealer near you.
When you're heading up to northern
What's
Minnesota,
everybody doing today?
make sure you stop by Fred's Bait and Tackle in Deer River, Minnesota. Fred's Live Bait
I know everybody in Minnesota is on the water walleye fishing right now. They're jigging with minnows. That's what they're doing right now. They got that rod tip going up and going down, going up, going down.
including fatheads, rainbows, shiners, and their famous river mix. Their bait is delivered fresh every day. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle also carries everything you need to get you on the water and ready to fish, including the latest rods, reels, terminal tackle, and snacks for your trip. Fred's also has spearing decoys, big suckers perfect for spearing season in the winter. So on your next fishing trip to northern Minnesota, stop by Fred's Live Bait and Tackle in Deer River or Little Winnie Trading Post and ask them where are the fish biting. Sean and everyone at Fred's Live Bait and Tackle and Little Winnie Trading Post will get you on the fish fast.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for any task? Well, if you used the original Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener before you left, you bet they are. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is designed to
Did you go to the
by using
Yeagies lately?
changeable, flexible abrasive belts. The sharpening system is
Did you
able to
did you
sharpen
go to
a variety of
Yeagies
knives, including curved and serrated knives, tonto blades, fillet knives,
a couple weeks
gut
ago?
hooks, axes,
Yeah,
and even kitchen knives.
I have to
Work
get
Sharp
back
knife and tool
there
sharpener does
for
this with precision angle sharpening guides
because
and
my
flexible
Invisalign,
abrasive
but
belts to ensure the proper 20
Sorry,
degree
told you I
angle
didn't sleep last night.
Each Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is assembled in the USA by a family-owned and operated company. Customer service is always a tool.
Thanks, Murph. Good luck if you go this again. If you take somebody out,
consider checking out one of the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners, or the Work Sharp guided
coming back
field
again.
sharpener at a store near you, or anytime at WorkSharpTools.com. That's WorkSharpTools.com.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
all right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Larry's out there waiting on Herman's Fine Jewelry to open up. They're at 2900 University in West Des Moines there. 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock are waiting for you if you got a special occasion. Mother's Day is coming up, guys. Don't forget, Mother's Day is tomorrow. I sent my mom some stuff. If your mom's around, make sure you get her a card, some flowers, something to say, I love you. I can't think of a nicer Mother's Day than you can get over to Herman's Fine Jewelers. Go check them out today, and they will take great care of you. They got stuff for every budget. Just give them a call if you have any questions, 222-2600, 222-2600. And you can always find them at 2900 University Avenue in West Des Moines. They've been helping people for almost 50 years, and there's a reason why they've been around that long. It's because they're that nice. Herman's Fine Jewelers. All right, fishing reports brought to you by Trika Fishing, Fred's Live Bait. Hey, I got a message from Sean. They've got spot tails, fatheads, rainbows, crappie minnows, leeches, crawlers, and three sizes of suckers in stock right now at Fred's Bait up in Deer River, Minnesota, and the Winnie Trading Post up there by Lake Winnebagosh. So if you're up there for the walleye opener and listening on the network, go up there and say hi to Fred's or, the Winnie Trading Post. I'll be up there in a few weeks. So save some bait for me, man. That rainbow mix, that river mix they got, that's what I catch all my walleye on. Black Hawk, the black crappie bite are fair, walleye are fair. Anglers are picking up some fish out on the points. Boat anglers are doing well using minnows on a bottom bouncer. Brushy Creek, black crappie bite is fair. The walleye are fair. Storm Lake, the black crappie bite is slow. Walleye are fair. This time of year, fish can be picked up near the shore and also out deeper by boat. Use the minnow, leech, or crawler fish near the bottom under a bobber from shore. Bottom bouncer rigs near the dredge cuts are also producing fish. Yellow bass are fair. Yellow perch are fair. 12-mile black crappie bites fair. Green Valley Lake crappie bites fair. Jigs tipped with live bait. Fish near cedar tree brush piles. They're catching crappies up to 9 inches out of Green Valley. Little River Watershed, the crappie bite's good. Big Creek, the walleye are fair. Casting jigs with twister tail swim baits or minnows are producing a bite there. Prairie Rose Lake, crappie bites fair. Gills are good. Largemouth bass are fair. Red Rock's reporting good crappies. They're moving in shallow. First areas checking the shorelines are the riprap. Cast 2-inch or less plastics or live minnows under a float. That is your fishing report for the week. Get out there and fill that live well. Get out there and get some meat. I don't know about you. Good morning, Outdoors Dan. Enjoying the shore this morning. Thank you. Would it be possible to give the scoring of the Grand University Shooting Club during the season? Paula, I will see if I can get that from Charlie. I don't mind doing it if they can send me the info, kiddo. Thanks for the suggestion. Good morning, Steven. See you next week, buddy. Don Warren, good morning. Man, I love using leeches for a walleye when I fish in Canada. They stay alive when you hook them and last until something eats them. Good bait. They are. They are a good bait. That is for sure. We got to give away another pair of tickets. All right, if you haven't won anything in the last 30 days and you want to go to the Cubs game on May 30th, it's the outdoor day at the Principal Park. Andrew and I will be there talking with folks at the Outdoor Call Radio booth. And we're going to have a big deal. First 750 people through the gate get a free MEP spinning lure. That's a good deal. So I'm going to give you a pair of tickets. 244-1350. Just make sure you haven't won anything in the last 30 days. That's all you got to do. And I'll give you your choice of a trivia question. Larry got it. He got it. I thought we made that pretty easy. Andrew.
Yeah.
Peak camping season kicks off this month. Iowa State Parks and Forest staff are busy preparing for the summer camping season. Shijan. Turning on water, sprucing up the campgrounds, and freshening up bathrooms, cabins, lodges, and shelters. More than 759,000 campers and more than 13 million visitors days last year. State parks are anticipating another busy season. Recently renovated 100% reusable sites. Most state parks are offering real-time availability and ability to make online reservations for 100% of the campground sites. In 2025, Backbone, Geo, Lake McBride, Palisades, Kepler, and Rock Creek State Parks transitioned to 100% reservable. You can reserve sites at iowastateparks.reserveamerica.com. You can do it there. I bet you all the big days are already booked. It's kind of late to get this out, but Red Hawk campground renovation and playground scheduled to be completed by July 1st. Viking Lake has a new campground playground. Wildcat Den shelter and sidewalk renovations have been done. Lake Manawak concession building remodels done. McIntosh Woods, there is a fish cleaning station replacement. Fort Atkinson restoration of historic buildings, and Big Creek has an accessible fishing pier. How about that?
Boom.
Yeah. No calls? Nobody? No.
I have.
Really?
I mean, it's yours for the taking, everybody. Come on. Get in there.
That's a free pair. We still have one big break?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take that big break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Bada bing, bada boom, you're out of beer. When it comes to our beloved dogs, we crave the finest nourishment for their health and happiness.
Turkey food.
That's where Patriot Paws steps in, offering treats crafted with unwavering dedication.
Absolute favorite
Patriot
soundbite
Paws,
now.
a veteran-owned company, proudly produces treats made in the USA, using only high-quality, USA-sourced chicken, turkey, and beef. Choosing quality treats like Patriot Paws yield significant benefits. These treats, free from antibiotics and hormones, and containing less than 2% salt, support optimal canine health. Stringent cooking standards ensure safety and quality, giving you peace of mind. Patriot Paws are more than just delicious. They're a testament to quality. By choosing Patriot Paws, you also contribute to vital nonprofit programs, supporting veterans, first responders, and shelter dogs. Find Patriot Paws at your local store or visit thepatriotpaws.com to purchase a bag today.
That big buck has eluded you for seasons. You see his scrape line, but just can't figure him out. Have you heard of Pure Whitetail? Pure Whitetail can help you see more deer and target that buck that haunts you. Pure Whitetail has some of the best deer scents you can rely on to work scrape lines or build mock scrapes that will help you see more deer. Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few. Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or scrapes. Try the White Lightning Estrus scent. It's a proven scent that bucks can't resist. Pure Whitetail is more than scents. It's a community of hunters that are family. Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer. Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family. Want to be more successful in the field? Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love to hunt, join the Pure Whitetail family today.
Turkey season is a passion shared by hunters, and it's fast approaching all across this nation. When it's time to start cutting, yelping, and clucking and purring at those boss toms, don't you want to have a call to run that you have confidence in? You bet you do, and that's why you need to check out Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. Todd Rupert is a master turkey call maker from Pennsylvania that is so passionate about chasing toms, he started building handcrafted calls. I'll sleep good at turkey camp. So he knew he could make the right call when it mattered. Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls are made of beautiful woods from walnut to hickory. Todd uses the best crystal, glass, slate, and aluminum on all of his pot calls that will allow you to make the most subtle purrs to the sharpest cuts and excited yelps that will get any boss tom fired up. Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls offers handmade friction, box, and mouth calls that will allow from the beginner to the most seasoned turkey caller to make the right call when it counts. So this upcoming turkey season, try a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call and let that tom roost in peace. Who said?
You know, jerky is the ultimate outdoor companion. Its convenience and portability are
We're not getting
unmatched.
here.
Lightweight,
compact and require no refrigeration. It's a breeze to pack on hunting trips where space is kind of precious, you know. The long shelf life offers peace of mind, making it a reliable food source for extended trips or unexpected delays. Hunting demands stamina. Jerky's high protein content provides sustained energy, keeping you full and focused throughout long days in the field. For the perfect healthy snack, don't choose just any jerky. Choose Valor Jerky. Valor Jerky takes this outdoor essentials to the next level. Try Valor Jerky. Bold flavors like Tactical Teriyaki, Heat Seeker Spice, or Base Camp Original. Next time you're geared up for an outdoor adventure, reach for Valor Jerky. As a veteran-owned company, Valor Jerky gives a portion of every sale directly to supporting veterans and first responder nonprofits. For the perfect healthy snack that gives back, choose Valor Jerky. Next time you're gearing up for an outdoor adventure, reach for Valor Jerky. Visit thevalorusa.com to order.
We love our pets and want the best care for them when injuries occur. Vezzer Care offers natural solutions for both dogs and horses, providing gentle yet effective relief. Their products promote healing and well-being, combining spruce resin and Finnish honey for powerful antibacterial, antimicrobial, and antifungal properties. This unique blend not only accelerates healing, but also supports your pet's skin's natural defenses with its low pH level, promoting a healthy skin barrier. Whether your pet has a cut, skin irritation, or needs protection from pests like flies and mosquitoes, Vezzer Care has a product to help.
At 10 o'clock last night, and I just could not sleep.
Effectively repel these irritating insects. For exceptional pet care,
No,
explore
I don't know
Vezzer
what it
Care's
is about me and Fridays, man.
and find them at your local veterinarian.
They're just excited for the show.
Give your beloved
Jacked up
animals
this evening.
the natural
I
care
get it.
they deserve with Vezzer Care, ensuring their comfort and
That's not it. I'm not jacked up to see him.
Yeah, you are.
VezzerCare.com.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 Outdoors Dan. Did you see what I did there? 1350 Outdoors Dan. It's 1350 ESPN.
I mean, right now, technically, it is 1350 Outdoor Stand.
We should just start saying that.
Yeah,
And we should,
I think it'll go well.
Yeah, probably not. So, if you find a little baby bunny, a baby deer, a baby turkey, a baby whatever, leave it alone. Mommy's right there. Don't feel like you need to rescue the critters. You do more harm than good. Squirrels, fawns, you know. We talk about this every year. Don't touch the babies. They're in the wild. They're doing what they're doing. Enough said. I'm not going to read that whole story. Smoking Joe Smeltzer. Joe, how's it going today?
Well, Dan, we've had a wonderful day at Carl Chevrolet. Everybody's been so nice and helpful today. The coffee's been good. The weather's nice. Come out and kick some tires on a new vehicle or just something newer to you at Carl Chevrolet.
Joe, I got to tell you, I was just out there Thursday. I want to thank Ray in the finance department. I want to thank Brett. I want to thank you. I got a wonderful deal on my new vehicle, and I'm anxious to drive that for hopefully I get a few years on it. And I tell you, the sense of security and I have when I'm driving that is just bar none. And thank you for the great rebates, the trade-in. You guys were just A+.
Dan, that is our policy here at Carl Chevrolet. Even Andrew got a good deal. I'm sorry I didn't get him a buck shield.
He's not saying that.
But that's okay. I got you one, and that's all that matters.
You know, Joe, I really appreciate that. Bug shields mean a lot to me on my new truck, and I'm grateful for everything. Tell them where they can find you.
Dan, it's to be an honor and a privilege. Just tell them to come and see me at Oral Labor Road at Carl Chevrolet The Rock, and we have a good variety selection of used cars and new cars and trucks. And don't forget, we'll do after the service sale. We want to be your dealer for life at Carl Chevrolet.
Joe, thank you, buddy. Have a great day, and you keep helping out.
Will do, Dan. Thank you, and tell that Andrew hello for me.
Go ahead, say it.
Hi, Andrew.
Hey.
Yeah.
It was good to talk to Joe.
Joe's an amazing guy.
If albeit a higher pitched version of Yoda, but it's
that
good.
was not Yoda. Wasn't even close to Yoda.
It was the closest thing you got.
All I know is my throat hurts.
You started out Yoda.
I did not.
And then you kind of...
That was Barney Fife talking like that one. That was my Barney Fife when he's in disguise.
If he mixed with Yoda.
No, Yoda's fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate.
Yeah, you were a higher pitched Yoda.
That was not high. That was no. All right. Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. So Yagi's doing good over at Advanced Family Dentistry. If you need a new dentist, go check them out. 907 North Ankeny Boulevard. You know what? Here's your trivia question if you want those Cubs tickets. How many times has Advanced Family Dentistry been voted best dental clinic in Ankeny? What do you think it is? You know the answer to that? Give me a holler. 244-1350. 244-1350. I'll give you a hint. It's every year. All you got to do is say, I just gave it to you. See, I think they're worried I'm going to ask them about a baseball. You know, I just thought that was a good question to ask. I mean, see, we try to be entertaining and informational, right? Yeah. So now everybody's going to know that there's 102 stitches on a baseball. 108 stitches on a baseball. Yeah. Whatever.
We got there.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, that's a great trivia question.
I think so.
Yeah. You know, you kids get up this morning and say, kids, how many stitches are on a baseball?
I got a story for you.
108. Gee, Dad, how'd you know that? Because I'm amazing.
Because I'm amazing.
Yeah, you know, secretly listening to the Outdoor Call radio. See, I'm helping family conversations all across the USA at the kitchen table.
Outdoor Call radio.
Oh, thanks for having me, Mike and I on. We sure enjoyed it. Greg, it was my honor, buddy. You guys have a great weekend. So, yep. If you missed the show, we had a great segment at the top of the hour with the crew from the Accessible Hunter Show. You'll be able to hear that next Saturday here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. So, because we always replay the show the week after. Please. So. Hey, speaking of replays, I did not get unknown files to fire this Wednesday. I had it all set up at the server.
556.
The server did not get it, and I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna play unknown files this weekend on the app. So if you go to the Outdoor Call Radio app and listen on Saturday or Sunday, when are you playing the spooky show?
Both today and tomorrow.
So it's in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you go. And I'm hoping we got it all figured out. So next Wednesday, the new one should fire at 7:00 on Wednesdays.
Right on.
I felt so bad for Cheryl. She goes, "It's not playing again." It's like, God, Cheryl, I redone that stupid thing 3 times.
Yeah. Yell at the computer.
Anyway,
we got a caller ready to.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
We got Steve on the line.
Let's go say hi to Steve. What's up, Steve? Hello, Steve.
Capital City.
What?
I'm on the south side of Capital City, Des Moines.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Hey, do you want to? You got an answer on that for the Cub tickets?
Of course.
Go ahead.
108 stitches on a baseball.
Well, that was the last question. I yeah.
Before that one, I forgot what the.
How many times has Advanced Family Dentistry been voted best dentist in Ankeny?
Oh man, that place has been voted every time there's been a vote.
That's right, every year.
Every time there's been a vote, they got it.
Yeah, you got it, Steve. All right, buddy. We'll call you after the show. Congratulations.
Yes, you're welcome.
All right, buddy. Thanks for listening. Have fun today. There goes Steve. All right. See, that was easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. All right, everybody. Good luck if you're finishing up turkey season. Just stay patient. If you haven't got one yet, it'll happen. I will be back in 2 weeks live. We're gonna unless I get done early. If I get done early, I'll be back. But otherwise, we'll have a worst of next Saturday here on 1350 ESPN. If you need anything, you can look it up on social media. Just look up Outdoor Call Radio on Facebook. or download the Outdoor Call Radio app. It's free, and my email is on the app. You can get a hold of me there too. We'll be back next week, or the week after, rather. Till then, be good. God bless. Goodbye. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you tuning in. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you boys this week in PA.
Footwear has been helping